Hello guys. My name is Shal Soni and I'm pursuing MC integrated from Raja Singh Management Technical Campus. Currently, I am working in Al Khayat as a Java developer intern coach. So I am came here to give a second demo of our entire internship. So here I am come to tell about Spring annotation and how can we test our Spring using Postman. Okay, so how can we create a RESTful API and how can we use Spring annotation? We will talk in this demo or I will explain. Okay, so first we need to initialize or first we need to create a Java Spring Boot, which is done already in previous demo, which is demo 1. Okay, now we created a Spring Boot project. Okay, to create a Spring Boot project, we need to go spring.io.initializer website. Okay, so first I will connect my internet. Okay, so we create a Spring project, Spring initializer, Spring io.initializer. To this website, so I have already talked about how to create a Spring initializer project in previous demo. Now we create simple term. Okay, okay, so select Java language, marking this project, version 3.2.6, project name form dot higher artifact name is Spring annotation. Okay, this is package name to demo project for Spring Boot and no station. Okay, packaging with jar and Java 17 version we choose, and dependencies we will add Spring web for creating webful, RESTful or web application, and we add another dependencies which is Spring Boot tab tool. Yeah, we added this dependencies because we need to dev tool. This dev tool works as when we save our project, it restart the server and give the latest information about our project. Okay, so generate it. Okay, Spring annotation.c. Okay, go here, downloads Spring annotation set is created here. Control X, we go in another folder which is Spring Boot STS here. Yeah, I will paste here. Control here. So now extract it. Okay, we extracted. Now next step, we will add this project in our editor. So I use IntelliJ ID. Okay, I've used IntelliJ ID because in STS there might be some problem in my system. Okay, it is good, but I will see it later. What happened with it? Okay, now IntelliJ already one project is open. So we open our project. Open this project. Open it. Okay, this window we open it. Okay, saving this project. It's time to take some minute. So wait it. I will talk about annotation. Okay, now it is open. So you can see in src main Java, our main class is come. Okay, so first we will run it and check it is done properly or not. Okay, so what parent is, I don't know. So in previous I will talk about if we cannot give any static page, then it show a variable page error. So here we will give one index.html. Okay, here I will type hello. This is first annotation based application. Okay, annotation. Okay, so control S it, run it. So here we run Maven project with this M signal. Come here, it automatically shows their project. If any project is imported here, so come here, Spring Annotation. So open it. Here we can see life cycle of Maven. So first we clean it. Okay, double tap it, just clean it. Now in plugin there is Spring Boot, which we will use clean Spring Boot :run. So here Spring Boot and run option. Okay, build success. Now run it. Run, double click. Okay, minimize it. So compiler is done, building is done, Spring Boot application. So here you can see our configuration slides with port number 080. Now we will check on Firefox. Here what we type localhost 80. So you can see our project is running. Hello, this is first annotation based application. So now we will move further, minimize it. So we will talk about annotation. How can we use Spring Boot with annotation? Actually Spring Boot is a Java framework which is mostly used with Spring and with the annotation. So we will create our text editor, open a text editor, sorry. So here we will run. So first annotation of Spring Boot application. So what is the first annotation of Spring Boot application? It is Spring Boot @ Spring Boot application. So we will paste here. Something like problem is not copy and paste here. Paste. So Spring Boot annotation. So what is the working of Spring Boot and Spring Boot application annotation? So This is used to define this is used to define main main class of Spring Boot application. Or project. So Spring Boot annotation application Spring Boot application annotation used to define the main class of Spring Boot, which is run first. Okay, so this is auto generated or project behavior. So this is our main project. So how can Spring Boot application work? So when requests are come, many requests are come, so Spring Boot does not handle with main class. Yeah, it does not handle. So for handle the request and give the response, then we use a controller class. So controller class we cannot said here. We create a new package, just controller. Okay, here we create the class means Java node user. So no, so what we do, we create a user and sources like name, email, address, etc in our using our REST application. So user controller, we can give anything name it's okay. User controller. Now you can see our Java class is created. Main thing, this is our Java classes, but it is not Spring Boot classes. So how can we initialize with Spring Boot classes? Yeah, this is main. So here are many annotation like @controller. So what is it is defined as a Spring Boot class, and also it is defined as a controller class. Okay, so it is used to define controller class of Spring Boot. Okay, so I will use @controller annotation. We use @controller annotation. Okay, now tell about @controller annotation. So you can say it is used to define controller class of Spring Boot. Okay, now it is defined as a controller class, and it is first class of Spring Boot to take request and give the response of user. Okay, now in this, how can we map this, and how can we get request etc. So first we test it. So in this we create a one class public string hello, return hello. Okay, so now you can see. Okay, if we control S, it is automatically save all. Maybe it is gives some error with this Spring Boot, so I will fix it later. But you can use the Spring Dev tool to when you control S or save all file, it is automatically start, but it's not close it, and run it again. Okay, project is running. Okay, local window. So here nothing is changes are done. Now how can we see this that class? So we use at the rate request mapping. Here we will give the path of class like test. Like we perform some task, we get the user request, so we will get the some URL. So here we define the URI of that URL. So we define test. So test, what happened with test? When we hit slash test, so Spring automatically come here. Okay, now come here, and how can we show this message? So we need to add the rate post mapping annotation, in which we define get mapping or get MSG. Yes. Okay. So we have one of at the request controller annotation. So to map the class with URL. Okay, like suppose our URL like that localhost sc8080 paste here. It is URL. Okay, it is URL, and we put this URI test. We come here this page. Okay, now we slash test and slash get message. So we slash test plus get message MSG. This message will be print. So how can you see it? So this message, okay, copy it and proceed, and we put it here, enter. So you can say our tomcat is running, but it skips file table error page. Why it is skipped? I will explain it. Actually, controller class method has a different behavior or a default behavior. If we put here any index file or any HTML file to return here, if we put this kind of message, we will not show directly on the HTML page. So we here print that index page. It is a default behavior. How can break it? I will tell. First we say it is default variable behavior. So create a new file like hello.html. Okay, here will be hello control s. Oh, you can see now SpringBoot tool is running. Okay, we control s and SpringBoot tool is running. So here we put hello.html. Control s. Come here, press it. Maybe it is not. Okay, now it is running. Now we can see. Maybe he had some problems arise. I will it. Okay, controllers. It is take some time. Refresh it, getting it as refresh. So till it is refresh, I will talk about post mapping. Post mapping, control C. I will post the method. Here many annotation like get mapping, put mapping, or here you can say delete mapping. Okay, there are many annotation to put the method working. So what is that? Actually it is HTTP based protocol, so we will describe here. HTTP based I will talk in other video. First I will test this mapping working with like other protocol. Okay, if you have post request, then you use post mapping. If you have get request, then you use get mapping. If you have put mapping or updation some request, then you use put mapping. If you have delete kind of request, then you use delete mapping. Okay, so here we use post mapping, or we can use get mapping here. Input class control S. You can use any annotation with method with the kind of request. Okay, maybe it is refresh. Okay, now I will check. Something more problem. Okay, refresh it. No static research test hello dot. Okay. Actually, we will not talk about any. Maybe I will take fully qualified name. If it is running, okay, not is running, I will tell next step. How can we use it? It is not press yet. Okay, to now is the press. I will check again. Hello.html. Actually here come dot. Just create another dot. Actually it is work with a dispatcher servlet, so some kind of working is not working. If you use dispatcher servlet and specify a band that HTML tag, so we will definitely work with. Okay, I will tell later. So we can, how can we put here a message on the HTML page without using any HTML page? So use @ response body response body. So rest controller from here will know, we will add only response body. Okay, I will close it and run it again. Actually it is time to take in process, so I will manually stop in. Okay, now you can see, here message hello, come here. How will it happen? With @ response body annotation. So you can see, if we will hello, I am developer, Control S. Let us start, then till I will talk about response body. Then till I will talk about response body. Okay. Now another annotation is response body, which is what is that? It is return method response as HTML body. Okay, so response body return the method working on the HTML page. You can see hello, I am developer. Okay, here come, it is come. So if we use RESTful API, we will give the request and response, as well as we will not put any index page here. We will put the response. Actually in REST API we will give the response. Okay, so now I will talk about, okay, if you have a many method like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so you can use it here, not on any method. Actually here the deprecacy or many cloning method is occur. Okay, here response body and many every method use a response body, so it is a heavier project. So we use response body in the top on the class, so it is already considered with all method. So okay, Control S, you can say working as same. If you use one or many method, all method bodies working shown on the. Okay, I will close it. I will rerun it. Okay, now okay, it is same as nothing working change. So another annotation we will talk about is this @REST controller. So what is working of REST controller? I will control S. It is inherit. What is working about REST controller? REST controller is, it is the combination of controller plus it is also combination of response body. So if we use REST controller, we use both controller and response body. Okay. So we will already control us and it is automatically been check our project is running. Okay. So till now I will talk about the main and one annotation here, 2, 3, and it is sub annotation of that, like 4, 5, 6, 7, and many etc. in this many annotation here, and response body and REST controller. Okay, I will talk about how can we create a user. Okay, now I will talk about how can we create a user and print its information in REST controller, and also we will test it in Postman. Okay, so we will open the Postman. Okay, before Postman we will create a class, another class, package called Podo. In Podo I will add Java class user class. Okay, user class, private int id, private int username, string username, and private password, email. Okay, now I will create a setter and getter method for this. So okay, generate setter and getter. इसके लिए मतलब सबके लिए, so control and select all. Okay, so you can say, so you can see here set and getter method is generated, and create a toString method. Okay, and this value. Okay, control S, come here, at the rate post mapping slash user public user, no add user, no add user, return user. Okay, so we create user class and it is entity also, and we print written by user. We print here object, we create a toString method, so it is also inside of it. So open Postman, first I will save it. So here we created user ID, username, email. Okay. And also we will okay, Postman, we will see the addition of two numbers, public int add int a a b. I return a plus b here at the rate post mapping. This is slash add. Okay. Control S. And fine. Okay. We will close it. Rename it. Say user not found. Import will not import class. Okay, now it is imported. So run it. Okay. Now it is done. So now we come. So in Postman, request. So in Postman, we check it. So first we create a new connection, and here like a new connection. REST API basis link collection. Okay. Here we add a request, new request. You can get a okay. In Postman, you first you set the method, which method you will use. Like in get message, I use a get mapping. So first I will use get. Okay, here I will put the URL of this and we'll see. Okay, send it. So you can see hello and developer. This response is spawn. Okay, now I will check another thing is was second add. So add, see add. So let's add. Here we define a and b variable, so we give the value for it. A for 10 for checking purpose, b for 20. Now we'll send the request. So you can see what is method not allowed. Okay, I will tell about when we in add method we use post mapping. So send it. Okay, now you can see our response come 30 answer is come. So our API, our REST API is successfully working. Now third term is at the rate user. So user, you can see user. Create a new duplicate. User. Okay, now tell about how can we use JSON structure to test it. So for JSON structure, you need to go in body, this raw, and in raw here many come text, JavaScript, JSON, HTML. So you choose JSON. Okay, so how can we choose JSON? The first in double quote put the name, first double quote put the ID, which I will give here. ID username email. Okay, so add ID colon ID name 01 comma user name colon the name comment and colon email. Email should be as a pd@gmail.com. Okay, now send the request. Okay, if you see method not allow, we use the put method. Send it. Now you can see our responses come as a JSON structure. Okay, so our application is running properly. So in this, I will see the request controller and menu annotation. So thank you. In next video, I will talk about another thing. Okay, thanks.